the halftime report. Kind of the first time I'm doing this stuff like this, but we have a chance, ladies and gentlemen. Um, did not expect us to be in this game. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I thought, no, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I thought we did have a chance when the game kind of started a little bit. I thought this game was going to be a defensive game. I thought Alabama's defense was going to win us this game. I talked about it during the live stream I did a little bit earlier. I talked about how this defense had to win us this game. This defense had to put us in certain situations in order for us to win this game. And that's exactly what happened, man. The defense, for the most part, first quarter a little bit. They did a really good job putting us in particular positions. They did an extremely good job of limiting the explosive plays. The offense kind of slacked off a little bit. The offense slacked off a little bit in the first quarter. We kind of failed to really establish those drives. It took Bryce Young a minute for him to try to find his rhythm. We dropped the pick six. Jordan Battle dropped the pick six, which could have literally ended this game a little bit earlier. But for the most part, guys, Alabama for the most part is staying alive. They're creating a lot of explosive plays. Jameis, again, this secondary for the most part, they're getting outplayed, and I got to give credit to Bill O'Brien. I've doubted Bill O'Brien for the most part. But credit where credit is due. Bill O'Brien is coaching. He is coaching one hell of a game with the passing concepts. I did not like on the one field goal attempt. We tried to go a little bit too cute there with our pro style scheme with Kendall Randolph being in the game. We tried to do that little reverse jet sweep bullshit thing that we tried to do there. I did not like that play call. I thought that kind of messed up the momentum there. But overall wise, Bryce Young is having a Heisman performance, guys. He is having a Heisman performance. And a lot of the credit has to go to Bryce Young, and a lot of the credit has to go to this offense. This offensive line is playing really great, man. We're not last year. We don't have last year's offensive line, but when it comes to pass protection, we are doing a hell of a job stopping their stunts, stopping their blitz, stopping a lot of those blitzing concepts when they're setting 4, 5, 6 guys limited in. We're doing a really good job of doing that. Seth McLaughlin is impressing me. He's impressing me a lot. Chris Owens is having the best game I think I've seen him play. It seems like Alabama took that message where Nick Saban said that he wants physicality, where he wants this team to be a little bit more physical compared to what we were last week against Auburn. And I'm not going to lie to you, they're shocking me. I thought at best this was going to be a defensive game. I thought this game was going to be extremely close. But the fact that Bryce Young almost has 300 yards passing against this vaunted Georgia defense, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and lie, and all of a sudden I'm going to act like I said that Alabama was going to win this game, because I didn't. I said from an objective standpoint, Georgia was going to win this game. But for anyone I said Georgia was going to win this game. I said the score is going to be 27-17 because I thought that Georgia's defense could frustrate this offense. I thought the offensive line was going to get a little bit more overmatched. I thought our defense can create turnovers, frustrate Stetson Bennett, and they can create some really good field position for this offense to work with. But I just thought that for 4 quarters, I thought that this Georgia defense, for how good they were, I thought that they were going to do it. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys like that. But, what turned out to be, my score prediction was 27-17, and it came close, only except that the difference was that Alabama's got the 24 and it's 17 and it's at halftime. So I got to give credit where credit is due. Bama is doing exactly what we thought this offense could do. And again, Bryce Young is having a hell of a performance. Give credit to Bill O'Brien for dialing up the type of plays that we have to try to confuse this Georgia secondary so we can kind of throw them off guard. The fact that we're getting the correct matchups, I think that's what I'm liking. I'm liking the fact how we're getting the correct matchups, lining up against certain safeties and nickel guys that we know that we can expose. So love that from Bill O'Brien so far. Offensive line, as far as the running game goes, we had a couple of explosive plays with our running backs, but for the most part, Georgia is just doing what Georgia does best. I think that is the department where I think they definitely beat us in. But for the most part, our receivers are just outplaying their secondary. Now, the one thing that I can sit up here and say is that John Mechie, man, I hope he's okay. He went down, non-contact injury. I just hope he's okay. I just hope it's not a serious injury. I honestly don't know, guys, if he's going to come back for this game. I'm serious. I don't know if he's going to come back for this game. That's scaring me, man. That's legit scaring me. I don't know if he's going to come back and play for this game, but I will say this. We got depth. We got receivers that can ball out, man. We got Ja'Cory Brooks, IG Hall still sitting there. He was actually in the game. They actually put Hall in the game in a very serious matter. So, now with Mechie, if Mechie's out for the rest of this game, expect Alabama to see to see more of our receivers, see more Hall, see more Ja'Cory Brooks, because these are five-star players. These are guys that can ball out and they can play. So we'll see. So I'm actually, I'm excited to see these guys get an opportunity. By the way, guys, Jamison Williams deserves to win the Biletnikoff Award, man. He is just a freak show, man. One hell of an athlete, one hell of a football player for the Alabama Crimson Tide. But yeah, man, I'm very impressed, very pleased with what I'm seeing so far for Alabama. Now, the one thing that is going to scare me is that this is the first time I believe that Alabama's been up against Georgia over the last, I would say, 4 tries, right? I think if you go back to 2017, Georgia was up 13-0 against us at the halftime. In 2018, I feel like we were down, I think, by a touchdown. I think 14-21, we were down by halftime against Georgia in 2018. Obviously, 2020 happened, and we were down 24-20. So this is the first game, and I would say 3 tries that were actually up by halftime. I think the difference between those 3 games is that we came back and won. And Georgia's moving the football. I mean, let's give credit to Todd Monken here, guys. Todd Monken is dialing up one hell of a football game. So I'm gonna walk upstairs. Sorry if it's gonna get a little bit dark. Okay, guys. But yeah, Todd Monken is dialing up one hell of a game, guys. He is sorry if it gets dark. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but Todd Monken, he is dialing up one hell of a game, man. Let's give credit to Todd Monken. He's calling a really good game plan so far, man. He is getting our players in the wrong positions. Golding he just got out coached, plain and simple. He got out coached plain and simple by Todd Monken there. So we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens when it comes to Alabama in the second half. We'll see what sort of adjustments Georgia is going to have to make. But honestly, I'm excited. But let me read some of you guys' comments real quick. Yeah, man. So I see a lot. Is Latham in? I don't know. Is Latham in? I didn't see Latham in. I think, no, Chris Owens, I think, is starting at right tackle. Javon Cohen at guard. No, it's the same line. I think the difference is that Seth McLaughlin is starting at center, and right tackle is Chris Owens. So really, that's really the only difference there. Yeah, Morgan, I can't believe it either, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that I didn't think we're gonna be up by halftime. I thought that the halftime would be a closer. I thought maybe 10-7. I thought maybe 10-13, 10-17. Georgia would be up by now by halftime. I thought our defense would keep us in this football game. But, man, Bama's offense is balling. They are balling out right now. And got to give credit where credit is due to Bill O'Brien in this offense. They're executing. They're executing here. And the funny part is that we had holding calls. We had some stuff go against us in offense, which kind of sets us back. We had terrible field position because Jake Camarada he is punting the absolute shit out of that football. It seems like we have poor field position every single time, and yet we're establishing long 90 plus yard drives, and we're tiring out this defense, right? Jordan Davis is he's tired, man. Jordan Davis is tired, man. Like, literally after the first quarter, he was tired as hell. This secondary just seems overwhelmed, right? Chris Smith, we're seeing whoever the number 47 is, can't really cover that well with our receivers. So we're doing a very, very good job. Matter of fact, Jamison Williams could have easily had 200 yards receiving this game if it wasn't for a missed pass interference call by Keely Ringo. By the referee. I don't know how in the hell you don't call pass interference there. Also, again, Jamison Williams was, Bryce Young overthrew Jamison Williams on a streak play where Bryce Young, he just underthrew him, right? If he just would have pushed that ball a little bit more, Jamison Williams would have caught that ball underneath and he would have ran for a touchdown. Best or worst case scenario, that would have been a big play. So again, we're up 24-17, but we're missing opportunities. We are missing opportunities to extend the league, and that can be disappointing, and at the same time, that can be that can be very good for your team. That can be extremely good for your football team because you know you're not playing your best football and you're not playing your best football and you're beating the number one defense probably of all time. So extremely good to see for Alabama, man. But like I said, win or lose this game, guys, I'm extremely proud of this team. I'm extremely proud of the effort that we're displaying up front. Okay, so that was weird. My fucking stream interrupted. I don't know. That might be a crappy Wi-Fi. Um, but yeah, man, I would just say this. We did a really, for the most part, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Um, damn. No, but seriously though, we're doing a very good job. The fact that we're actually in this football game, and we're in it very, very close, and we're extending it. That's just, it's very, very good, man. It's very, very good to see. But let me go read your live chat. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say because the live shit just interrupted. But let me read some of your comments. Appreciate it, boss mode, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Bryce Young, he's using his legs. Bryce Young is using his legs, and that's something that Bryce Young, let's be honest, he is not a run-first guy. He's a guy that he's going to try to extend plays. He's a guy that is looking for he's looking for the pass. He's a guy that doesn't like to run, but I'm telling you, he sees a crease, he's gone. Bryce Young knows that he can't stand still in a little bit out the pocket. He knows he can't stand there because this Georgia defense will come for him. This Georgia defense is fast as all hell. They're athletic as all hell. Yeah, this defense is fast as all hell. So the fact that we're doing a very good job, that Bryce is doing a good job understanding the type of lanes that he's going in right now, all the credit in the world has to go to Bryce Young there. Again, I apologize for this stuff. Like I said, I'm recording this, on the Galaxy right now, so apologize. Nick, I don't think Stetson Bennett's playing bad at all. I think Stetson Bennett had a couple of really good drives. Now, did he mess some passes up? Of course, he messed up some passes where Top Monken, he dialed up some really good play calls, and and Stetson Bennett just missed it. But again, for the most part, Stetson Bennett, he's doing a good job managing. But I think that's the difference right now from Alabama winning this game right now is that you have one guy that's managing while the other guy is just creating plays. He's making the necessary throws. And this has been my argument, right? I made videos talking about this. I made videos talking about this. Like, listen, man. Stetson Bennett is a game-managing quarterback. He's not going to lose you a game, but can he win you the big games, right? Can he win you these type of games, right? Can he win the shootouts? Because like I said, I didn't expect this game to be in a potential shootout, but that's the way it's looking at right now. So the question is that can Stetson Bennett, can he pull off this throwing his arm? Can they win off of Stetson Bennett? That is the main question going into the second half. Now, again, we got to see if Georgia can make some sort of adjustments. But the way that it's looking right now, if this game continues the way it is, if Alabama's offense continues to kind of pile it up here, guys, Stetson Bennett they're going to have to win because of their offense. Stetson Bennett is going to have to make Heisman-worthy plays in order for them to beat us. Now, again, it's possible, right? Jake Fromm back in 2018 made some great plays. Obviously, Aaron Murray back in 2012. That was a hell of a game with Aaron Murray versus A.J. McCarron. We're both quarterbacks, game-managing guys, but they had to create some big plays. They had to do things that they were not accustomed of doing in order for them to win that game. So, Stetson Bennett, he's going to have to try to delve deep. He's going to have to try to go out there, and he's going to have to create plays. He's going to have to create some very, very big plays in order for them to win this game. Cincinnati, by the way, guys, is beating Houston 31-21. They're beating Houston 31-21 right now, guys. So, very, very exciting game, guys. Very, very exciting game was going on there. And here's the crazy thing about this, guys. If Bama just would have won against A&M, if they just would have won this game, oh, my God, we would have been in regardless. This game wouldn't even really mean that much. We would have been in regardless. But Bama, they got to do it. Bama has to win this game. They have to win this game in order to go to the playoff. Unless Cincinnati loses. If Cincinnati loses to Houston here, that could be big. That could be big. That could be big. So, I mean, we're going to have to keep track. We're going to have to see what happens. But, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Georgia, guys, have given up 365 yards of offense, way past their mark. Whew. Woo, woo. Yeah. So Nick Thompson, he said that's why we need JT Daniels. I kept saying, man, I think JT Daniels is your best playmaker. I think that's the guy. And again, a lot of Georgia fans will ask, well, why do we need JT Daniels? Well, look at last year, right? When he came in for Stetson Bennett and when he was a starting quarterback, the dude was averaging 300 yards passing a game. Todd Monken kind of opened up the offense a little bit more, and this offense took another step. He made Kearis Jackson better. George Pickens was still kind of doing his thing there, but more players, more receivers were way more involved when JT Daniels was starting last year. So again, JT Daniels hasn't been healthy. He hasn't been that healthy. And when he's gotten to 100%, they've just felt more comfortable with Stetson Bennett because they haven't had to rely on the passing attack for them to win games. Right? Stetson Bennett can average 50 yards passing a game, and Georgia would have won all their games. Probably would have won all their games leading up to this point. Like that's how good Georgia has been. So they haven't really needed JT Daniels. But again, this is this sort of game where you need top tier quarterback play in order for you to win. Is Stetson Bennett, can he step up and be that dude? And I just don't know if he can. Again, he can prove me wrong. Stetson Bennett, obviously is a winning quarterback for a reason. But he's gonna have to take it to a different level in order for Georgia to win this game, unless their defense can make the sort of adjustments where they can just stone Alabama's offense in the second half. We'll obviously find out about it. Oh, I agree, Caleb. If Bama wins this game, we're in the playoffs. I think the question is here, and I think a lot of people are going to talk about this. If Oklahoma State, they were literally an inch away from beating Baylor. If they just would have made it in, if Oklahoma State would have won against Baylor, I mean, at that point, now it's a debate between Georgia and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State they won their division, they won their conference, they won their conference championship. And they've also got to win over Oklahoma, and then they would have beaten Baylor twice, which were two, which I think in a way adds 3 top 10 wins for Oklahoma State. So, I mean, I think that's something to kind of consider a little bit there. If Oklahoma State would have won, then you have a debate between Oklahoma State and Georgia. But I think if Georgia loses this game, they're in regardless. No matter where they're going to be, whether they're going to fall they're probably going to fall at 3, only because I don't think they're going to want the immediate rematch between Alabama and Georgia. But if they do, they'll probably fall at 3, and then you'll have a Michigan-Georgia matchup, which, man, that is going to be that is going to be one physical-ass game. But so, I mean, guys, we'll see. We'll definitely see about it. But, man, this is a hell of a game going on so far, man. Hell of a game. But let me read more of your comments. Again, halftime still going on, at least on my certain end right now. So we're going to keep reading until this game comes back on. Baylor played good defense. Yes, they did. That was a physical game. I got to give credit to both parties, man. That was a good game. Yeah, Caleb. I mean, for the most part, a lot of people, including myself, I even said it, man. I thought, I made videos talking about, like, hey, man, we're not ready for Georgia. And again, based off what we saw from previous weeks, I mean, let's be honest. I don't even blame Georgia fans for even saying that they were going to kick our ass. But what we're finding out, and I was correct by saying this like many weeks ago, elite quarterback play, it's gonna happen at some point. I talked about it. Like, Bama fans will be the first ones to tell you our defense in 2016 was so much better than 2011. We had one of the greatest defenses with some of the greatest talent on defense of all time, and we lost to Clemson. Why? Because of elite quarterback play. One quarterback on the side was elite. The other one was just a game manager that could extend plays with his legs. That was the difference. That's the difference right there, right? All you need is a good enough defense, guys. You don't need to have an elite defense to win a national championship now. All you need to have is a good enough defense, and as long as you have an elite offense, man, that's all you need. And in 2016, again, we had one of the best defenses ever of all time. We had some of the greatest, most talented football players, so many first-round picks in that damn defense, but we lost 35-31. We didn't expect a shootout with Clemson, but it happened. We thought that we can stone them. We thought we had the game plan based off of last year. Look what happened to us. But guys, the second half is about to begin. I will be back making videos, and I will also come back and do another live stream, so definitely stay tuned for more of that stuff coming up, man. But like I said, good luck to both parties, Bama fans, Georgia fans. We'll see what happens. But halftime is about to begin, so I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.